Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now both Bitcoin and Ethereum are experiencing a small bounce from this important level of support at the same time as the Bitcoin hash rate pumping into new all-time highs, which I'll be talking about later in the video, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a quick update on the US stock market. This right here is the Nasdaq 100 index on the daily time frame, and so far today, we've actually seen a small bounce in the US stock markets, but obviously we are still very much in this bearish trend. We have not confirmed any bullish reversal, at least as of right now. And as I've talked about recently on this channel, the Nasdaq 100 index has actually broken below the June low. That actually already happened back on Friday. And so technically speaking, even though we're seeing a small bounce today in the US stock market as of right now, at the time of recording this video, this previous range of support could now be acting as new resistance, considering we did initially break to the downside last Friday. And this possible range of resistance, by the way, is going up towards around 11.2k for the Nasdaq 100 index. And so that 11.2k level is the first key level of resistance for the Nasdaq 100 index to actually break above in order to have any hope at potentially flipping a little bit more bullish, because as of right now, once again, we're still very much in this bearish trend despite the small bounce today. But anyway, considering the fact that both the stock market and the crypto market are heavily correlated, this small bounce in the US stock market today is also resulting in a small bounce in the price of Bitcoin today. And so this right here is the daily Bitcoin chart, and this bounce is coming at almost a perfect time because we saw a retest in the daily Bitcoin RSI, as I talked more about in my last video. And what I said in that video for this chart right here was the fact that this bullish divergence is potentially beginning to wear off because the daily Bitcoin RSI is showing weakness as it is unable to break into the top half of the RSI indicator above that 50 level, at least as of right now. And then when the daily Bitcoin RSI eventually breaks below this upward trending line of support, that would essentially mean that this bullish divergence is no longer in play, even though right now it is actually beginning to fade away. But considering the fact that not much has changed on this chart right here over the last couple of days, if you're new to the channel and you want to know more information about this chart right here, then check out my last 1 to 2 videos on this channel. And now staying on the daily time frame, but just zooming out a little bit further and looking at the Bollinger Bands indicator, just giving you a quick update for this chart. As of right now, the Bollinger Bands since yesterday have actually squeezed in even tighter. We're in a tighter consolidation range as of right now compared to where we were just a couple days ago. And in fact, out of everything that we've seen over the last 1 year, this right now is the tightest squeeze in the daily Bitcoin Bollinger Bands that we've seen over the last 1 year at least. And once again, as I talked more about yesterday, all of these previous squeezes in the Bitcoin Bollinger Bands came just before another crash in the price of Bitcoin, all of these times over the last 1 year. But it is important to mention that this squeeze in the Bollinger Bands indicator does not actually guarantee a crash. It just means that an extremely volatile move is coming sometime soon, usually within around 1 to 2 weeks on average from when we enter into this squeeze formation in the Bollinger Bands, which was a couple days ago. But once again, if you want to know more information about this chart right here, then check out my last video, because in that video, I went into much more detail about this chart. But anyway, zooming into the shorter term, taking a look at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, right now, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is currently playing out a very small bounce from this horizontal range of support, which is sitting at around 19.1k. And now anything below that level of support, if we actually see the price of Bitcoin break below that level, then I would expect support down here at around 18.7k, and anything below that, then I would expect the next support coming into play at the local low, which is sitting at around 18.1k. And as for resistance in the short term, we do have some short-term resistance right here, which is sitting at around 19.7 to 19.8k. And then anything above that level, then I would expect resistance at around 20.3k, and anything above that level, then I would expect resistance at the golden pocket level of resistance, which is sitting at around 21,000 approximately. And while we're on this chart, taking a look at the 4-hour Bitcoin price oscillators, at the moment they're showing extremely low momentum to either direction. And if you've watched any of my videos over the last 1 to 2 weeks, then you would know that these price oscillators chopping around sideways means that we're due to to see more choppy sideways price action for the price of Bitcoin. But even though this choppy sideways price action might be very boring for a Bitcoin hodler, this is actually a gold mine if you know the right strategies. And so if you want to know how you can make a lot of money in crypto in a choppy sideways price action like this, then stick around to the end of this video. But anyway, just before getting into the Ethereum part of this video, taking a really quick look at the Bitcoin hash rate, because right now it's actually pumping into new all-time highs. And in case there's anyone out there who doesn't know what the Bitcoin hash rate is, this metric basically shows Bitcoin's security, because this hash rate number right here, 240.2 exahashes per second, is an estimate of how many hashes per second that the Bitcoin network is performing, the Bitcoin miners, of course. And if you want to, you can look up exactly how powerful this actually is, but basically the Bitcoin network is by far the most powerful computer network on the planet as of right now. And the higher this number goes, the more computing power is securing the Bitcoin blockchain. So if this number keeps going higher, that means Bitcoin is actually becoming more and more secure. And so regardless of price charts, fundamentally speaking, Bitcoin is growing stronger and stronger day by day. But anyway, getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the daily Ethereum chart. And right now the price of ETH is also experiencing a small bounce today alongside Bitcoin and the US stock markets. But as of right now, at the time of recording this video, the price of ETH is currently running into a bit of short-term resistance right here, which is sitting at around 1340 approximately. But considering the fact that the price of ETH is still in a lower high, lower low price structure, this is obviously still technically a bearish trend. And so at least as of right now, this has not changed since the last couple days. So once again, if you're new to the channel and you want to know more about this chart right here, then check out my last 1 to 2 videos on this channel. And the same can also be said about the 12-hour Ethereum chart. Looking at the Bollinger Bands indicator on this time frame, we are still currently seeing the tightest squeeze in the Bollinger Bands indicator on the 12-hour Ethereum chart that we've seen since April this year. And obviously, as you can see back then, what came next was not good for the price of ETH. We saw an extremely volatile move, but in that example, obviously the volatile move was to the downside. But once again, it is important to understand that this squeeze in the Bollinger Bands indicator doesn't guarantee we're going to see the volatile move to the downside. It is actually possible we could see a volatile move back to the upside. But for that, we would need to keep a close eye on support and resistance levels. So for example, if we start to see some key levels of support break, then that would significantly increase the probability of the volatile move playing out to the downside. But then obviously, if we start to see key levels of resistance break, then that would increase the probability of the volatile move breaking out to the upside. So as of right now, we just need to be patient and get prepared for the next extremely volatile move. And this isn't financial advice, but personally what I sometimes do when it comes time for a volatile move sometime soon is simply set up conditional orders on either side of support and resistance, so that either way, whether we break to the upside or to the downside, I can make money no matter what. Because for example, if we break below key support, then let's just say in an example, I would place a conditional order to enter into a short position below that key support, so that if we break to the downside, that would trigger a short position and then I'll be profiting on the way down. But then using a similar example, obviously I could place a conditional order above resistance, so that if the price action breaks above a key level of resistance, the conditional order above the resistance would automatically enter into a long position, which would be profiting on the way up. And if you want to know exactly how you can place special orders like that, then stick around to the end of this video. But anyway, taking a look at the 4-hour Ethereum chart, right now the price of ETH is still in this choppy sideways price action, with the 4-hour Ethereum price oscillators still showing almost no momentum to either direction in the immediate short term. And so the support and resistance levels to watch out for in the short term, first of all, starting off with support, we have support at around 1280, and then anything below that, then I'll be looking down towards the local low at around 1220. And as for some short-term resistance, we do have a bit of resistance right here, which is sitting at around 1330 to 1340. And then anything above that level, then I'll be looking towards around 1.4k as resistance, and anything above that, then I'll be looking towards around 1470 to 1480. And now, if you want to know exactly how you can make a lot of money in crypto, no matter if the price is going down, up, or chopping around sideways like it is at the moment, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen, because the video in the top left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.